Ladies and gentlemen, gentle watchers, and those of you tuning in while pretending to work, welcome back to the saga that is Claressa the G.W.O.A.T. Shields versus Lani the smiling assassin Daniels. Picture, if you will, the gritty streets of Detroit transforming overnight into a gladiatorial arena. The iconic Little Caesars Arena pulsating with the electric anticipation only a showdown packed with ruthless fists and sizzling drama can bring. No, this isn't your grandma's book club meeting. It's a full-blown, pulse-pounding collision of worlds, ego, and maybe just a little magic powder called marijuana. Because what's a fight without a little controversy? Buckle up. First, let's talk about Claressa Shields, the undisputed queen of weight classes who collects titles like some people collect weird souvenir spoons. This woman is the heavyweight division's landlord, and she's charging rent not in money, but in unpredictable uppercuts and a chill that would make the Arctic jealous. Shields has basically ghosted the lighter weight divisions because, per her, they were playing hard to get. Instead, she basks in the heavyweight spotlight, throwing around her Olympic bling like a barista flinging latte art, except every design is a stop sign to her opponents. She's got the kind of confidence that makes you wonder if she secretly moonlights as a motivational speaker or a bedtime storyteller, only with fists. And here's the kicker. She's planning to crank out 2 fights this year because apparently, money is cute, but visibility is cuter. A financial romance novel playing out in the ring. Into this narrative steps Lani Daniels, hailing from New Zealand, a place known mostly for terrifyingly cute sheep, breathtaking landscapes, and now, a woman who punches like she's trying to rearrange the laws of physics. Daniels is the reigning light heavyweight champ who decided heavies looked more fun, kind of like trading in a reliable sedan for a monster truck, because who doesn't want to crush things on the weekend? Her arrival in Detroit was marked not by an air of confidence, but a delicate blend of serene terror and that slightly confused look of someone who just realized their GPS rerouted through a shark tank. When asked about Shields, Daniels admitted to fearing her, which her trainer John Conway immediately turned into a ritualistic mantra. Conway, a man who whispers ancient Muay Thai secrets and possibly dad jokes, assured everyone the fear is Daniels' protein shake. She drinks it down every morning, and with it, he plans to unleash a style so unconventional that toddlers may claim copyright infringement on the chaotic angles and timings. Imagine a toddler in a room full of rotating ceiling fans, unpredictable, disorienting, and slightly dangerous. That's Lani's game plan. Then there was the press conference, a rare spectacle of mismatched energies that would give mismatched socks a run for their money. Shields, standing tall and cold as a steel skyscraper in stilettos, looked down at Daniels and delivered a burn sharp enough to slice through Kevlar. She's tiny, like a feisty garden gnome. To which Daniels responded with a smile that could melt glaciers, either because she was touched or because she had a secret stash of painkillers. She proclaimed, "I'm here for my people," which probably referred either to New Zealanders or a clandestine group of underdogs fighting for the universal right to decent Wi-Fi. The crowd laughed, the media scribbled furiously, and somewhere in Detroit, a local watched and thought, yep, this is why and no fight drama would be complete without a healthy serving of scandal, and Detroit delivered. Shields found herself embroiled in controversy after a drug test hinted at traces of marijuana. Her reaction was swift and theatrical, proclaiming herself cleaner than a nun's internet history and demanding a urine test to cleanse her name in the court of public opinion. Meanwhile, Detroit's drug testing lab apparently switched careers overnight to become an avant-garde interpretive dance troupe, leading to whispers that the positive test was less about doping and more about performance art. The city collectively shrugged. After all, if you're going to fail a test, might as well do it with flair. But don't think the undercard is just a label for filler matches. Enter Tony Harrison, Detroit's own prodigal son of sass, making his triumphant return after 2 years of what he describes as patiently waiting in the wing, or as we call it, couch potatoing at a professional level. Harrison admitted to a past self that was an a-hole, but now he's an a-hole with quieter shoes, which might mean he's mastered the art of stealthy insults or just invested in better footwear. His plan? To let his hands do the talking, a revolutionary idea in the gladiatorial world of fists and fury. Detroit's fans couldn't be happier. After all, If you've got sass and fists, you've got a ticket to the show. Meanwhile, Daniels' camp treats this fight as less a dueling of fists and more a spiritual quest. Conway whispered secrets about how Daniels doesn't fight for money, because frankly, she doesn't have much, but for community, family, and the intoxicating rush of impending doom. When prodded about the game plan, Conway's grin suggested he was about to teach a masterclass in interpretive violence. "We won't box her," he declared. "We'll Muay Thai her," as if the ring was suddenly transformed into a dance floor, and every punch was a step in an ancient choreography. Shields? She just shrugged and reminded everyone, "I put girls on their backs. I'm basically a bedtime story with uppercuts." A grim bedtime story that has children fearing the night, but hey, fun nonetheless. Ticket sales are skyrocketing faster than a kid sprinting to the ice cream truck after school. There's buzz about opening extra seats to hit 19,000 fans, a number so precise it either signals destiny or a last-minute addition stolen from a bingo night.
Best, but it will be skills on display, power. I'm coming out with Rick Ross, okay?
Rick Ross, rapper extraordinaire and occasional philosopher of luxury cars and introspection, will walk Shields out. Nothing screams undisputed boxing queen like having a rapper who's half existential, half ballin'.
Like and subscribe.
So, what's on the line here? For Shields, it's legacy, a chance to cement herself as the three-division dominator whose name will echo through rings and gyms for decades. For Daniels, it's immortality, or at the very least, a compelling I Tried t-shirt to add to her collection. She vows, "The only way I'm going home is on a stretcher," which is either the bravest thing you'll hear this year or a preview of a horrifying Uber rating. In reality, this fight is far more than a sporting event. It's a cosmic collision of style versus substance, raw power versus graceful terror, Detroit's gritty pride against New Zealand's underdog spirit. With each bell, the arena won't just see punches. It will witness a narrative that oscillates between absurdity and brilliance, between the serious and the ridiculous, all wrapped up in a comedy of fists and fury. The stakes are sky high, the characters larger than life, and the drama as thick as Detroit's infamous pizza dough. So grab your snacks, secure your seats on the couch, and get ready for a night where chaos is the main dish and the laughter is free.